What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Armchair GM Sports Network, and welcome back to the NHL GM Mode commentary series on NHL 21 with the Seattle Kraken. We are here at the season 2022-2023 NHL trade deadline, and yes, as you can see in the last video, a bit of a rough year. Definitely did not expect it to go this rough. If you guys missed any of the other videos, go check them out. They're live on the channel right now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave me your comments down below. I'm just going to turn my mic down a little bit. Figured it's pretty loud there. Well, yeah, we're here at the deadline. 37-5, not ideal. I think we're rocking last place right now in the entire NHL. That's not a good look. So I did some adjusting in the lines off camera before I started here. And I'm going to take a different approach. We're not going to go into the trade deadline. We're going to make a trade outside the deadline so we can just skip over and get to the offseason as quick as possible. Because I think even with changes to our trade, I don't see us foresee making us the play. Or I don't foresee us making the playoffs. So, yeah. So I'll show you guys what I did and what I have for the top 6 going forward. So I'd be able to get a 3 and a 5. So we got Greenway, Wenberg, and Laine playing on line 1. Perlini, Trent Frederick at center, and Strome, who is a center right wing, will play in the right side. Get a +5 in line chemistry. So I kind of want to rock this top 6 for now and see where it goes. So unfortunately, Ho-Sang is the odd man out, not being able to get enough line chemistry with a lot of people here. I can always do this, and we have +3s across the board, but the +5 is just too good to pass up on. So I think we're going to move on from a Josh Ho-Sang and get him a replacement for this third line, which we have Stanika and Donskoy. Still going to rock Fogle, Donato, and Senyshyn on the fourth line. So we'll have the replacement for Ho-Sang, which I've already pre-scouted. Defense, I mean, the project with Nurse and Parayko obviously didn't work. If you see here, Parayko is a -23. Same with Skjei's a -23. Nurse a -10. And Sergachev a -14. And I can't put Sergachev and Nurse together because then we would ruin the both +3 chemistry. So I think for the rest of the season, we're going to give Johansson and Honka a chance. Johansson up on the first line, Honka up on the second line. So at least we still get the +3. And we got perfect line chemistry fit for this. And it looks like we might have to rock this as our top 4 going into next year and just figure out some bottom pair D for the next year and just let Parayko and Nurse walk, because I believe we just signed them both to 1-year deals. Oh, okay, so Nurse was a 4-year deal. Nurse will probably have to look at trading at the trade deadline because he's just not going to have a spot in the team, and I'm not going to have him waste away here. So, I mean, I'd love to keep him, but I mean, like, where is he going to play? Honka doesn't have a spot, and Johansson wouldn't have a spot. I'm not trading Brady Skjei away. Like, Brady Skjei, I don't think I want to. I think we want to hold on to Brady Skjei. Yeah, he's done good for us the last 2 years. Besides this season, obviously, it's just a scratch off. So we'll just let go of Parayko, and we'll see if we can move on from Nurse. We'll keep them on the bottom pair for the rest of the season. But first, we're gonna move on from a Josh Ho-Sang. So I figured out moving all the lines that a power forward would work well in his spot. So I've went and pre-scouted a couple of power forwards that fit in line 3 with perfect. Oh no, I was in the right place with. Perfect. Was it coach line chemistry? So they fit perfectly on line 3. Let me just go. It's watch list. Yeah. So we got Kravtsov from the Rangers, Tage Thompson from the Sabres, and Alex Tuch from the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, Alex Tuch actually looks good to me. So does Tage Thompson. Kravtsov is a mixed bag. So his contract is 2 years at 1.6, which is a great contract. 23 years old. But if he grows, I mean, he only fits on the bottom 6 forward lines, and he doesn't do much else for us. Now, if you look at the other two, Tage Thompson works on one of our penalty killing lines, but Alex Tuch works on all penalty killing lines and all power play lines. So he is the most, I guess, the person that I'd want to go for the most out of all 3 of these guys, and worth the most. And he's got low value, so we can even get a lot more from the Vegas Golden Knights if we trade Ho-Sang for him. So I think we're going to go with Alex Tuch, who's got 4.5 for 4 years. I'm going to see if they can eat some contract as well, because it's a little bit high for the third line. So we're going to trade for asset. And we're going to see what we can do with his contract. So we're going to eat. I wonder if we can get at least 50%. That would be nice if we can at least get 50% here. It looks like we can. So eat 2.285, which would bring it down to like below, it'd be 1 point something, which would be perfect. So we'll throw in Ho-Sang, who's got a lot of trade value there. So that already would make the deal go through. But let's see what else we can get from the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's see who's on their block here. They got a couple of 80 overalls. Lehkonen, I don't think fits on our fourth line. He fits on line 2. We're not going to get him. Chandler Stevenson doesn't fit anywhere, so we're not going to take those two, and they don't have any prospects on the block. Draft picks, they have their first, which is worth a lot, but they don't have much else. If we snag a third for this year and their third for next year, how does that work with trade value? It looks like it might go through, maybe. We'll give it a shot. So Ho-Sang for Tuch in 2/3. Does that go through? No. Okay, so we're going to take out one of the thirds. That might go through just like that, because I don't have any seconds to give me. Tuch in a third for this year for Josh Ho-Sang with the salary retention, but we're not willing to retain that much salary. Okay, so the salary is a thing here. If I can get them to retain that much salary, that would be great. We already have 3 third-round picks here. And yeah, we don't have a second for next year as well, so don't want to give up any more draft picks. As for unsigned players to give up, I don't really want to give them Day because of that low elite. And he's a power forward. I kind of want to hang on to Jeff Day a little bit longer, but he's not growing enough, and he's going to be 20 years old soon. You know what? We're gonna try to give him Day. We'll give him Day and Ho-Sang. We're giving him a low elite prospect. Will that go through? No. Okay, so it's the salary, obviously. Let's see if we can get it down to at least $2 million. 1.985 is fine. Will that help? Nope. 1.785. Okay. Since we're getting a third, might as well just throw one of them in here. We can throw a St. Louis Blues third. If we're just exchanging thirds, does that do anything? No. Okay, so this is probably going to be tougher than expected here. So with 1.7 retention, that brings it down to below 2 or below 3. I wouldn't mind paying $3 million for Tuch. If we can get this down to like a 1.5, does that help? What if we took out the third and we added a fourth? No. No draft pick at all. Still no. Okay. So salary retention is a big thing for the Vegas Golden Knights here. So you know what? This is going to be very tough. So let's just scratch that trade and see what we can do with, I believe it'll be Tage Thompson would be the one, because he works on the 1 penalty killing line. And he's a big guy, could help out with the bottom 6 toughness, so this could help. So we'll throw Tage Thompson in there. Ho-Sang, we'll throw you in there. Looks like we can get a little bit more. There's no salary retention to worry about here. So, ooh, they got a couple of people on their block. Prospects. They got this Hartnell guy, medium elite. Why is this guy on your trading block? A sniper. Trent Hartnell, who was their 14th overall pick. Then they got Frolov, an offensive defenseman. Oh, this guy is a stud. Marcus Frolov. He'd probably be ready to go next year. Maybe this guy could be a replacement for the bottom pair. You know what? I like Marcus Frolov. And they got Antonio Stranges, center sniper. Not really looking for more centers. I mean, they got Brett Harrison as well, another sniper. I do like Frolov, or maybe is Hartner a sniper right wing? I mean, that we're probably going to be, they're probably going to be asking a lot with trade value. So if I added Hartnell, yeah, that sends the trade value way over. A Frolov I wouldn't mind though. But that might not go through just like that. So Ho-Sang, Thompson, and Frolov, would that work? No. Okay. Might not be able to get Frolov. There wasn't anybody else here. So let's go to draft picks. Do they have a second? They do have a second. And we do need a second. So let's try for the Blues second round pick. So the Blues second, Thompson for Hosang. Trade rejected. What about that Rangers second round pick? It's a little bit lower in value, but at least it's a second. Oh, God. Come on. You know what? I wouldn't be willing to upgrade from one of our thirds or even a fourth. We upgrade a fourth to a second. There we go. All right. So Tage Thompson is a member of the Seattle Kraken. Josh Hosang, thank you for your services, but just wasn't working out, kid. Time to move on, and we're going to slip in Tage Thompson here. Power forward. Should give us the +3, and it does. Perfect. Donskoy, Studnicka, and Thompson. Now, Donskoy, we have him for one more year. Is there anybody replacing? We could throw in a Donato. Donato, we only have for one more year as well, but he's the younger player. So, we don't have a center down here that can... Donskoy is not a center. Yeah, if we switched it, you know, for now, for the rest of the season, we'll keep Donskoy there. But Donato's 26. We could help him out with growth. You know what? We're going to do that. Going to do that. Oh, we still got a +1. There we go. Who down here has good face-offs? They all have 65, so we'll just keep Donskoy at center then. I don't think we have a scratched centerman. Oh, we do. We have Phillips. Does he at least make it a +1? Perfect. So Marcus Phillips, Fogle, and Senyshyn. There we go. So this looks pretty good. I mean, if we rolled this top 9 for next year, I'm not upset. We get 3-5-3 that could really help out. And then the fourth line, it is what it is. Senyshyn, I don't think, if he grows, I don't know if where he works, would be the second line, which, yeah, it doesn't make it a +5 anywhere. But he does, no, it doesn't make it a +3 here. And yeah, Senyshyn might be just stuck on that fourth line, or we move on from him. But we do have a special teams. What's going on here? Okay, so I'll have to replace... We get a +3 up here. Who could we put on the back end here? Does Honka work? All right, so Honka does work. Keeping it a +3 line chemistry both ways there. So let's throw in Honka over here as well. There's Honka. Yeah, we'll just keep this the same then. Extras, 3-on-3. So we have Lane, we have Perlini. I want to keep the chemistry together, so I'll keep Perlini, Strome, and Sergachev there. Skjei and Nurse. Is he defensive defenseman? No, I kind of want Honka getting some time here, so we'll put Honka in here. And Studnicka will play there with, who do we want on the wing for 3-on-3? You know what? We're going to put the newbie, Tage Thompson, getting some time with Studnicka and Honka on the 3-on-3 overtime line. Other than that, that looks about right. I think we're ready to go. Cromartie, okay, we're good. All right. So there we go, boys. I think that's what we're going to do with our top 9 for sure. So we'll roll with them. So I don't think we need to do anything else. So we just need to sim the rest of the season and get some off-season done in this video. So let's, no music, I don't think. It's not going to take long to sim the rest of the end of the season. So let's just get into the calendar and do that. Lane about to hit 30 goals. So it's not completely a bust year. We're still getting production out of Lane because he was the big acquisition last offseason. I really wanted to know how he was going to transition. So 30 goals by the deadline, I'm not upset about that. That's pretty good. If you can at least get to 40 goals maybe by the end of the year, I am not upset either. So let's see what happens. Let's sim it to the end of the season. We're going to keep the current trading block. We are not entering the trade deadline this year. We're going to continue simming and just get to the end of the year and see where we finish off. I imagine with the new line chemistries and such, I'd hope we'd have better production here for the rest of the season. Probably win us, maybe get to 30 win. If we can get to at least the 30, 32 win column, then I'll be happy for where we finish. I can't see it going any worse than that. Scott Mayfield is in waivers. Who is this guy? Already 30 years old, defensive defenseman. Yeah, you know, we'll move on from you, Mayfield. All right, so here we go. Let's see how we do with the new lines in the trade. So we start off with a 3-0 loss. 2 losses in a row. What is happening? Like, I don't get it. Something is driving this team down into the ground here. Like, look at that. 4 losses, 5, 6. We're like on a 6-game losing streak, and we finally win, but then we lose right after. Oh, man. Yeah, my 30-win prediction might be a horrible take. No, we're going to do the draft class after. That's not good. That's not a good look. I don't understand why we're losing so many games. Like, I know that there's a couple of defensemen with a pretty bad negative category, but that can't be it, right? Like, we got the 3-5-3 chemistry going, so you think that that would help. We'll have to take a deep dive here after this is done simulating and see what happened. Definitely not going to get to my 30-win prediction. We might hit the... no, we're not going to hit 50 losses at least. But we lose 7-3 in the last game of the season. 27, 48, and 7. That is a ugly season. I think we finished last place overall. Yes, so we have the best lottery odds. Watch us not win the lottery, because it does happen a lot in this game. But time to take a deep dive here. What is happening? Let's go and sort by the entire league and see where we're at. So, point percentage. How are we doing for point percentage? The Toronto Maple Leafs, obviously, they're in first. We are the last for point percentage, so not producing points. We might have to fix that. Goals for per game. Toronto Maple Leafs. Last, us. Do we have the most goals against per game? Pretty close. So power play goals. Where are we with power play goals? Are we good in the power play? No, not really. 32. 32 out of 211 power plays. Yeah, 15.5% power play is pretty bad. One of the worst in the league. Short penalty kill. We're at 80%. Actually, we might have one of the best. I think we're in the top, maybe. No, we're like mid-pack for PKs. Or PKs, I mean, we have to improve our power play, and that's because our point percentage is so low, so we're not scoring in the power play either. So, definitely got to work on some scoring for next year. Let's go into the player stats. See what the hell's going on here. Let's sort by, forwards. So Strome led the way with points. Laine got 33 goals. Thought he would at least get to 40, but 33 I guess is okay. Wenberg with 57 points. Perlini with 43. Greenway with 39. So we look at goal production. Yeah, Laine is like the only one that scores a lot of goals. Greenway, 19 goals. Like, we should have at least a couple more people in the 20s. And yeah, it's just I don't know. Point production, like 60, 60, 50. It's not bad. It's just the plus minus is driving. Like, we're not playing good defense, like all team defense, I feel like. Look, -32 for Skjei is horrible. Like, maybe we do move on from Skjei and we keep Nurse. Maybe Nurse replaces Skjei, because that's pretty ugly, -32. And you were playing with Darnell. He was playing with Nurse for the whole season. Yikes. Like, what's the giveaway takeaway ratio over here? So he gives away a puck a lot more than he takes away. That's basically almost with everybody. Johansson's pretty close together. Parayko's a little far apart. Nurse a little far apart. Honka's very far apart, but somehow ends up... This guy gives away more than he takes away, but somehow ends up with a +4 out of 82 games. So clearly Honka is not the problem. Same with Johansson, only a -9. So maybe we replace Skjei with Darnell Nurse. 2 years of 5.5. Yeah, it's basically the same as Nurse. What, 4 years of 5.9. So maybe we move on from Brady Skjei. Because that's ugly. That's very ugly. Let's see how the goalies did. Gustafsson with a .912. Not a good record, but a better save percentage and goals against average. And Saros really had a horrible year. So I don't know. I can't really tell what the hell's going on. Cannot tell. So let's take a look at how our AHL squad did. How did they do? Missed the playoffs. That's all right. We don't have to worry about looking at any playoff series through this. We can just sim and get to the NHL draft quicker then. Let's just sim it to draft. See who wins the Stanley Cup. and then continue this off season, because that was ugly. That was extremely ugly. I think maybe I know Lane works better in line 2. So if we moved Lane to line 2 instead of Perlini, we still get the +5. Maybe we look for another number 1 centerman. Or number 1 centerman, number 1 sniper, line 1 sniper. That's one thing that we could do. Oh, so let's view draft class. Let's see what we're projected to get. We're projected to get a power forward. There's 4 left wingers here to go in the first round. We got Devin Bootland, who's a power forward. I mean, this guy could be the replacement for Jordan Greenway, basically. A power forward that can put the puck in the net. We got a playmaker in Maxwell Comrie, who's basically the next Patrick Kane. So he's got a really good shooting category. And he's got magic hands. We got Esteban Gianta, 2-way. Don't really want to take a 2-way. Have nothing on Tyler Martinez. We got a 2-way defenseman, Cyrus Maroon. Noah Nemez. I can't say that word. Other than that, don't see any snipers. But basically, Comrie might be a sniper. Or, I mean, he's a playmaker, but he might have a really good shooting category because he's basically like a Patrick Kane, it says. And if you're basically a Patrick Kane, he's got an A+ shooting category. So he can move the puck and he's good at shooting. So Maxwell Comrie might be the guy we take instead of the Devin Bootland. So either one of these guys seems perfect, to be honest. Like, both are going to be NHL ready. Both are going to be high 80s. I'm going to assume 82, 81. But the question is, where are we going to finish with the draft lottery? We could go all the way down to 5 if there's a possibility we go all the way down to 5. And if we did, we'd have to take like Maroon or this Noah Nemez guy who, is not too bad, but he's 2 years away. We're missing out on an NHL ready caliber player. We may get Maroon, who looks NHL ready, but I mean, we don't need another defenseman. We're looking at getting a forward in this draft. So it'll be interesting to see where we finish in the lottery. So I hope to God that we'd finish. He's currently being scouted, but why do we have nothing on his potential? Can we scout his potential, please? I have to go into the scouting and get his potential because I want to know what we're looking at here. And you know what? We're gonna send someone. Oh, someone's on this too. Is this the same girl? Why is she not? Like, why do we have nothing? I don't get this. All right, we'll go back into the scouting here. Oh, we can't now. Well, I can stop it. You can probably stop it. So I think a final is Nashville in Boston. Nashville up 1-0 so far. Let's go to the scout and see what the hell is going on with Mrs. Laura here, who's in the OHL. Where is she? This is her. She is doing potential and comparisons. Okay. And how come we don't have them for a couple of those players? We don't have anything for Bootland. You need to do Bootland. Thank you. And you need to do Martinez, which we're going to restart that. Potential and comparison. And you're going to stop doing it with these people. You know what? You're not doing it with this person. You're just going to stop over here. Done enough scouting. Get rid of these people. You're going to focus on those two and get me a scouting list for them, please. There we go. Bootland and Martinez. Scout them, please. Put all your efforts into them. Potential in comparison. Okay, so that's good. Where's he? You know what? I'm going to send both OHL scout. What are you doing over here? You're doing Martinez as well. You're going to do Bootland as well. You're going to do their... What are we going to do? You're going to do the playing style for both. Playing style. All right. So now we can just sim it through the Stanley Cup final here. See who wins it, Nashville or a Boston. I'm going to just go with Nashville. Oh, Boston ends up coming back and winning. Look at that. How the turntables. Boston Bruins win the Stanley Cup. But look at the awards really quickly here. Boston wins the Stanley Cup this year against the Nashville Predators. Toronto had won the President's Trophy. Connor McDavid with the Art Ross, the Hart Memorial, Charlie McAvoy with the Norris, Braden Point with the Lady Byng. Color goes to Wingfist of the Calgary Flames. Marchand wins the Conn Smythe. Matt Murray wins the Vezina. Shesterkin wins the Jennings. Oh, here we go. Brady. The guy who was just talking about trading wins the Bill Masterton. Oh, okay, now we can't trade him. Brule wins the Jack Adams, Ryan O'Reilly, Selke, Ted Lindsay, Connor McDavid, and Alex Ovechkin on the Columbus Blue Jackets wins the Maurice Richard Trophy. How about that? So now let's sim to the draft. Now we're going to get the lottery odds come up. Oh, I don't want to look. I got a gut feeling we're not going to win the lottery. Oh, we won it. Thank God. We stay at number 1. Oh, man. I saw the higher numbers with 2 and 3, and I was scared. But we continue to stay lottery golden. Number 1, Seattle Kraken. So now we have a decision to make. Did we get any more scouting with these players? He's a franchise. We can't pass him up now, guys. He's a franchise. Jeff Carter, he's a franchise player. We cannot pass him for Maxwell Comrie. As much as I want Maxwell Comrie, we got to take the franchise player. Devin Bootland. Why does the scout not want us to take either or is beyond me. I highly doubt this Martinez guy is going to be a franchise player there, scout. We're taking him, Devin Bootland. And where is our other pick projected to be? Where's that second round pick we got from the Rangers? There's a gem right there in Boyce, Caden Boyce. The next Skjei Weber, apparently. Where is that second round pick? There it is. So what do we have in this section? We have no one scouted. We do have a Ludman, a centerman here. Cyrus Ludman. Not too bad. Guy Lafleur. That's pretty good. Oh, we got a gem. All right. Stan Funk. Penning you. We might take Stan Funk with that second round pick. Or we reach for this guy, Gord Fistrick. I like Stan Funk better. Connor Lombardi is also a sweet name. And our next pick, we do have a few here. We got a Blair, Jeffrey Blair, with one of our third round picks. Let's star him. We got a defenseman in Haynes. Not bad. Got another. Here's another third round pick. Yari Daly. Unspecial. Ooh, we got a top 6 guy here. Kyler McLennan. Oh, this guy's a stud. We're going to star him. Louise Gauthier. Not bad. All right. How are the gems in this draft? What do we got for gems? 2. Boyce and Funk. Stan Funk. He's our man. Stan Funk. We're going to probably take him with our second round pick. Other than that, we got a Bobkov, a goalie, A+ league, 5 years away. You know what, Dmitry Bobkov, we are going to star you. You might be a good goalie for us. Other than that, how are the elites looking? We got another one here. 3 years, maybe. 19 years old, though. Don't like that. At the top 6, we got any late top 6s. We got an Anderson here. You know, we might as well just star him. He might be near a pick that we're going to have. Maybe not. Other than that, oh, we had a couple there in the later rounds. We had a Gauthier Leduc. Okay. Yeah, not really much else. Got a Hextall. Ron Hextall, the left winger. We're going to star you just for your name. Oh, you got a top 4 in the second round pick here. Ooh, wow. A stud going in the second round, Cameron Yonkman. We got 50 overall here with this guy. Pekka Kempeinen. God, the names. The Finnish names, I swear to God, they're going to be the death of me. All right. Now let's just get to the draft. I don't think we had anyone retire. We had any old people on our team, did we? But Joe Thornton retires as a Vancouver Canuck. Marlowe is a Dallas Star. Bergeron is a Vancouver Canuck. Looks like Vancouver went, Zajac went, like, senior heavy. Okay. Let's just take a look at the Seattle Kraken. Nope, nobody, no goalies, I don't presume. No. We had no retirements. No need to worry about that. Let's look at the coaching retirements, I think, is next. Or scouts. Retired players have become a scout or a coach. Paul Stastny is a coach for the Florida Panthers. Retired players that are now a scout. Franz Nielsen, Travis Zajac, and Patrice Bergeron. Seattle Kraken or our AHL squad. I don't see Seattle Kraken, Eric Kachuk is retired. Don't remember what coach he was, but we have a retired coach that we'll need to replace. Don't need to do draft interviews. Going to continue simming. We have our first overall pick and getting a franchise player, ladies and gentlemen, so we don't need to waste any more time here. Let's jump right into it. Here we go. Drafting our franchise player. Not going to take that much time to make this pick. We're going with them, Mr. Devin Bootland, the franchise player. Welcome to the Seattle Kraken. 83 overall franchise player. Here we go. Sayonara Greenway. Welcome, Devin Bootland. Look at that shooting category. We had a problem with scoring. This guy might have just solved it. Oh, Devin Bootland, thank you for coming. Let's just see what the other guy ended up being. 81 overall, so I was right with the overall, medium elite. I mean, he's a stud. Not a good shooting category, though, so I think we made the good call with taking Bootland. Oh, my God. Wow, let's just sim a couple more picks here, see what they got. Oh, Martinez was an 82. Edmonton got a stud with him. Montreal takes Maroon, who's an 80 overall. A lot of 80s there, but he's a two-way. Yuck. Okay, ended up being a wow. Thank God we didn't drop, or else I would have been pissed. I don't want to take another first round pick. At least I don't think so. Because what do we have for trading? Are we making any more trades? I don't remember. I thought we were trading someone in the draft. I thought that was what we were doing. Oh God, I love seeing that Bootland guy there. Lonnie we're keeping, obviously. Skjei. Skjei was one we thought about moving, but he won the Bill Masterton. That would be a real dick move if I did that. Nurse would be his replacement. I kind of feel like Skjei just had a fluke season, though. I kind of just don't want to get rid of him. But Nurse was one we were looking at getting rid of because of the contract. He's just not going to fit on this team. Where are those other defensemen? So Honka and Johansson. I mean, we have them locked in. Honka for the next couple of years. We'll worry about him in 2 years. They fit well. You know, playing with Sergachev and Skjei is gonna help them grow. I think we just try to get rid of Nurse. We can probably get a first round pick for Nurse, to be honest. God, the decision here. Yeah, Pareko will let go. That's why he's low overall there, or low trade value. Man. Decision here. Like, it was such an off, like, minus 32, though. Like, how are his plus minuses in the other years? 4 and 11 weren't great for good seasons. And how about Nurse? What's his deal? Now we only had him for 1 season. Both left-handed too. I think they're both two-ways as well, right? Yeah, both two-ways. Like, what do I do here? One's 85, one's 84. And Nurse works with... What did he work with? Nurse worked with Johansson. To be Johansson and Nurse. Man, what do I do? What do I do? I think we make the decision. I think we move on from Brady Skjei. I'm going to keep Nurse. I'm making the executive decision here. Just going to make Calgary make their pick here already. So Washington doesn't want to trade their picks, so we can trade to the East, which would help. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the 8th overall pick for him, though. Yeah, it's a little too much. So we can't get the 8th. Let's move down a little bit here. Hopefully an East team. We got 2 East teams here. Let's try Buffalo's 15th pick. That's a lot still. Don't think it's going to work. They want Skjei, though. Straight up. I wouldn't mind a straight up trade. No, it's too far off. I'm not looking to add anything in there. If we're doing this, we're doing a straight up trade. Colorado, no. Okay, so we got an East team here at Philly. The 21st pick. That could work. That could work. Skjei Be over the salary cap. Of course they would be over the salary cap. But there was a team right after them. What was it? Carolina Hurricanes. And we have Tampa that wants to get rid of their pick. So we got a couple of East teams here. Carolina, can you handle his contract? They can. But we'd have to take a player back. That is okay. Ooh, a guy with a 1-year contract that we can just let walk. Brian Boyle. Brian Boyle it is. Can we get the 22nd overall pick? We do. Brady Skjei, thank you for your services. And you are off to Carolina. And we're going to take their pick. And Darnell Nurse, welcome to your... welcome to the team in the official first line D pairing with Lucas Johansson. Let's send to pick 22. See what we got. A couple of top 60s still available. And what we can take here? We can take... there's a couple of potential medium elites. So we got Mikhail Lokianov, another power forward. Not taking another power forward. Don't know anything about this guy, Troy McNeil, but he's got good stats. Korpikoski, a 2-way, 3 years. Phil Kessel, another 2-way here. Emilio Horton. We got a defenseman, offensive defenseman, right-handed, right shot, lacks size. Oh, 5'9" is a defenseman. How the heck? Dano Chara. Anybody we could reach? Ooh, we did see Yonkman look good. Cameron Yonkman. You know what? I think I might take Yonkman. I know it's a little bit of a reach, 35, and we're taking him at, what, 20-something? One of these guys could be actually good. I mean, Lokianov, or what was it? Was it McNeil? Yeah, McNeil had good stats. Bad, nothing on him, and he's short. 5'9" is a freaking short player. I don't know how the growth works in this game. Benjamin Finger. I think we take Yokianov, to be honest. There's no one crazy here that looks great. I mean, Yuri Alexandrov doesn't look too bad, but it's another centerman. And you know, we don't need another centerman at the time. Ooh. Left wing sniper, but only 9 goals? How? Norm Carlos, or do we take the defensive defenseman? That's Brandon Doherty over here. You know what? We're gonna take him just because of that the potential and 1 year away. Cameron Yonkman, we're reaching, and we've reached pretty good. Not gonna lie, medium top forward, 73 overall. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. And he's already pretty fast for a defensive defenseman at his age. I like that. So we're going to move on to our next pick. Get to the Rangers pick that we traded for and see what we have available. We do have the Funk. Yes, we have to take him. No questions asked. Not taking the Sutter goalie. I'm not taking a Ludeman. Yeah, I know it's Guy Lafleur, but the gem is right there. When it's available, you take him. Stan Funk. Welcome to the Kraken. A low top 6. I think it'd be better than a low top 6. At least a medium top 6. And he's a 2-way. Well, apparently that's a gem. Send to the next pick here. Round 3. What do we have? Ludeman is that the same guy? How did he drop? Interesting. Wonder why he's dropping so much. I don't think I've ever seen them drop like an entire round. We have Jeff Blair. Where do we take Ludeman? I kind of want to take a chance on him. I don't know why. I'm going to take a chance on him. Cyrus Ludeman. Okay, meet him top 9. It's not bad. He could be a bottom 6 kind of guy. You never know. All right, Cyrus Ludeman. Hopefully you can grow in the OHL for the next couple of years. Come out to something. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Send him to our next 3rd round pick, which is near the end of it, I believe. Still got there's some medium top 9s. Oh, and Jeff Blair's available. But we also have Haynes, another defenseman. I think we take Jeff Blair. Yep. I'm going to take Jeff Blair. Jeffrey Blair is a Seattle Kraken. He's a medium top 9. So 2 medium top 9s in the 3rd round. Not too shabby. Let's get to the next pick here. Ooh, I saw a low top 4. And we got Yar Daly. Might take Yar Daly. We got Burgundy. Colin Burgundy. 2 years away. Wait, what? ETA 2 years. Not fully scouted, but 17? Elite speed, apparently, as a defenseman. Injury prone. Hang on a sec. Like 2 years. That's weird. But we do have some. Oh, yeah, this guy. Got to take Kyler McLennan. Not even going to pass up on him. Kyler McLennan. Welcome to the Seattle Kraken. Low top 6 playmaker. Beautiful. And he can play in the AHL right away because he's from Europe. Oh, my God. This guy looks like a stud. All right. Solid pick there by Seattle Kraken. Let's move on. I do want to see where's that other guy? Gotta remember his name. Was anywhere here? Did we have a 4th round pick? We did not. There's Ludeman. We had another 3rd. So where was the other guy we were looking at? Where's McLennan? Daly was a medium top 6. Okay, Goulet. Burgundy, low top 4. Okay, well, not too bad, but I'm okay with that. All right, so 5th round pick. The first pick in the 5th round, which is cool. Becker. Not bad. Oh, wait, there was that a 2 years guy. I think that was the low, the top 4. Or the low top 4. I think that was him. I'm losing my mind. What do we got here? Do we have any people down here to look good? Williams, maybe? New. Oscar Ekman-Larsson, the right winger, apparently. Okay, goalie, Bobkov. Dmitry Bobkov. Just because of that potential, we're going to take a chance on a goalie in the 5th round. What do we got? Medium elite. All right. What a steal. Let's go, boys. Dmitry Bobkov, medium elite goalie. We're just snagging all the goalies every year in this draft. Every draft, man. We at least get one good goalie. We got a medium elite there. That is solid. Dalton Ritchie. At this point, let's just sort by potentials. What do we got? Ooh, we got a couple of potentials here. Anybody look good? Not really. We do have a Pellich. Could be all right. Maybe. He's 19, though. What else do we have? Anybody? Potential medium top 6. Steven Gomez. I was going to say Stefan. Tomi Levo. Come on, Kyle. You got English here. Alexei Grabeshkov. I think we're going to take chance on Pellich. Let's take a chance on him. I know he's 19, but he'll play in the AHL. He could have some AHL help. Low elite. All right. Offensive defenseman, too. We took the chance, and we scored there and could play in the AHL right away. That is a solid 6th round pick, ladies and gentlemen. Now with the 7th round pick, Mr. Irrelevant. Who are you? I know not exactly Mr. Irrelevant, but to our team, Mr. Irrelevant, who is it going to be? Don't know who it's going to be here. Just go through. Maybe a Levo, because he played in an A+ league. Yeah, you don't want to take a chance on a Levo or a Grabeshkov. Yeah, I'm going to take Levo. Levo, welcome to the team. What are you, low top 9? Low bottom 6, so A bust. That's all right. Oh, we have another pick. We have another pick. Another Mr. Irrelevant. Pojar, Ice Dogs, offense, defenseman. You know what? Might just take him. Or a low top 9. This guy could actually just be a top 9. 20 years old, Nico Niemina. Might just take the homer pick with the Ice Dog guy. Yeah, I'll take that. Jacob Pojar, medium 7th. Probably not going to sign him. Sim the entire draft. And it's over. What a draft for the Seattle Kraken with the franchise player, medium elite goalie, and just other players that, you know, are going to help for the future of this team. So let's just sim it to the re-sign. Okay, so AHL coaches need to be re-signed. Which coach retires? Our goalie coach retired. So that's who that was. So our AHL coaches need to be re-signed. Let's just get them. That's fine. Yeah. 3 years. Cool. You guys can stay. And the goalie coach. How's the goalie coach? Is he good? Does he have like an A+? No, he hasn't got nothing for teaching. We can let this guy walk. We'll get a better goalie coach. And yes, we're set to go. Oh, yeah, so the coach. That was the one thing. I think it was the coach that didn't do good with us for the season. That's what killed our season. We might need to look at getting a better coach. So we'll look at those after. Let me just get all the scouts signed here. Give them what they want. Yep. Yep. Get all these guys signed. All right, so that's everybody. I think we'll have to look at the coaches. I think that's the one thing we'll have to look at upgrading in the off season. So let's go to coaching staff. Because I know he works out with chemistry, but a D overall, I mean, that's probably what's killed us. We're going to need to find a forward-thinking coach that's at least close to 74% scheme fit. So let's see. Oh, we can't see the coach free agency. We have to re-sign everybody first. Okay. So let's go to contracts and get everyone re-signed quickly so we can get this video not being too long. So Parayko, off the bat, we're going to release. We're not signing him. Bootland, yes. Welcome to the team, kid. Wenberg does not want to stay. Interesting. And he was our #1 center. I'll come back to Wenberg here. What else do we have to sign? Tage Thompson. We're going to keep him. I want to rock him on that third line. He's asking for at least 3 years, which is fine. So 3 years at $3 million could work. Hopefully he accepts that. Who else do we need to sign? So Donskoy, we're going to let go. Donato, we're keeping because he'll be good for that third line. Let's get him at least 3 years as well. Let's give him $2 million for 3 years. Grimaldi, we can let go. Trent Frederick, he was on the second line. He's dropped down to a 79, but that's because of the horrible season we had. But if we can at least keep the +5 going, I think we'd be okay. So let's keep him signed. We could probably lock him in long-term too. Perfect. Long-term at 1.8 for 8 years. Fogel doesn't want to stay. We can find someone else for the fourth line then. Zaboral, if he can help with the AHL, not wanting much. Perfect. That's fine. Tuparainen, whatever. Boyle. Release Siegenthaler. You know, you can always keep these guys around just for AHL help. It's good to see. Mangiapane as well. He could just be our AHL helper. There we go. Caution, probably let walk at this time. Don't want to keep too many people. Dennis Yan, we'll keep 2 years. Wadnia, definitely going to keep. I want to sign to 3. Perron, we'll just get rid of. McShane, we'll keep. 2 years is fine, yep. Yonkman, I believe he could play in the AHL. No, American. So we'll let him develop in U.S. development camp. That's fine. Was someone else? Was it Funk that could play in the AHL? No, he'll have to develop in the American camp. We have Kirby Doc's brother, who's 20 now. So let's see if we can offer him a contract. Help out our AHL squad. Denny will wait on. Was it Blair that could play in the AHL? So Blair can, but I'll wait another year for him. Same with McLennan. They're pretty low in overall. So let's just get rid of these players here. Day, we're going to give a contract to, especially a low elite guy now. Pelich as well. Yeah, low elites will definitely get a contract because they grow pretty quickly, low elites. So everyone else will just take a couple of years to grow. So that's done with that. Wenberg, let's see what we can get him for. How old is he? 28 years old, 3 years. Would bring him to 31. We'd have to pay him 7 point something. We might let Wenberg go, and if we can't find anyone to replace him in the free agency, then we will sign him back. So we'll just let him walk for now. Goalies, we have to sign anybody. Doesn't look like it. Look at the stud. Look at this, guys. We're just stocking up on the goalie stock or prospect stockpile, which is good in the end because then we could trade for assets in the future. So Saros dropped down to 84, and we have Gustafsson in 83. So we're still gonna rock this tandem next year. Gauthier is still going to be in the AHL with Zarkov. Zarkov will probably take over as starting goalie because the high elite is definitely going to boost him up. So until then, we'll keep McPherson and Bobkov in their wherever they're playing. I think McPherson's playing, overseas. Same with Bobkov. They'll keep playing over there, and then this guy doesn't really matter. The G/G is still funny, though. Other than that, we're just going to submit a day. Should get everyone signed. We got the coaches are... Yeah, these are the coaches. Now we get the scouts renewing. God, how many of these are going to go? Are we going to get through every scout? Okay, so Tage Thompson's decided to stay. So that's a good sign. Same with Mangiapane. Donato stayed. Siegenthaler stayed. Zaboro stayed. Frederick stayed. Dennis Yan stayed. Pelich got signed. Lania stayed. McShane. Okay, we got Dak signed. Day. Bootland, thank God. But I think that's everybody. And we have 31 million in cap to spend on maybe a new sniper and a possible #1 center. So we have money to play with, boys. This is a great sign. And as for next year, who are we looking at re-signing? Ryan Strome will need a contract next year. Dermott's still on the team. I totally forgot. So we can get rid of him. So we'll have some trading assets as well. Honka will need a contract next year. So Honka and Strome are the big ones so far. Yeah, so Honka and Strome will need contracts, which we'll have enough cap space to sign them if we don't go too overboard in free agency here. So that's it with that. So let me just get to the free agency so we can take a look at the coaches and see what coaches are available here. Just get all these freaking scouting re-signed. Yeah, all the scouts. Just send it to the free agency and see what coaches are available for us to sign. And let's take a look. I'm going to look coach tag first. I'll save the free agency for the end. The big surprise here. So hire coaches. Do we have any A pluses? I see some A's. It's a good sign. We got 2 A's, but they're defensive side coaches. Oh, but they have A- in offense, which is good. None of them are at 70%. So let's sort by overall. We got Mathieu, 62. So not bad. He's Mathieu so far. Joey Chouinard, 67%. And at least a B in offense. He gets A in power play, which is awesome. We need to boost that up. So Gervais Chouinard is a good one. Pierre Davos, not bad. Pierre Davos is not too bad. He's very defensive-minded coaching when it comes to scheme. Gerby, 67%, not bad either. Trudeau, Canadians will get that one, 62. Let's just go down. Let's see what we can get to. Okay, that's it. So a forward-thinking coach here at 62, which isn't bad either. He works well with Lane, which is what we're looking at. B for offense, A for power play. Not good for penalty kill. Let's see who has the best scoring grade. Who looks great? Like, Gerby looks good. So does Mathieu. Mathieu looks the best to me so far. Rivera, no. I think that was actually our first coach. Or Neil. Neil's just too defensive-minded. So right now, Mathieu, and I say it like that because I'm French, seems to be the guy we could probably target for our next coach. And he's young, too, at 48 years old, which means we can sign him for long term. I just want to see what assistant coach maybe we can probably snag. No. The C's, I don't like the C's. If there was someone... Okay, we have some B's here for associate that we could probably make a head coach. So Granado, not bad for stats. 55. I still like Mathieu. Delmore... Yeah, you know what? It looks like it's gonna be a Mathieu, guys. Yeah. So I think we fire our head coach and we target for sure Mathieu here. So let's offer him a contract right away. So 1.4 million for 5 years. Can we increase this and pay him 8 years as our head coach? I don't know where it's going to make a stop. If we get it up to like 2.53-ish, and get him locked in for 8 years as our new head coach, I'd be willing to be okay with that. All right, so we can get up to 2.4. Let's see if we can get it down to at least 6 years, 2.4. So offer contract. Yves Metier, so we can now fire our head coach, Gaucher. Going to fire you. Sorry, sir. You're just not what the team's looking for, so we need to make a... Let's just make Rositz a interim coach until we get the other one signed. All right, so now that we have that happening, we will take a look at the free agents and we'll end the video, and then you guys can chime in on what we think, what you think we should do. So I already see some big names here. So Pasternak would be sweet, but that $12 million a year is asking a lot, and he only fits on line 2, so can't get him. We're looking for a line 1 sniper. So let's look at forwards. Do we have anybody? Phil Kessel for 1 year would be funny. Jonathan Drouin. Nope. Tatar. No, we might be looking at a trade for a sniper, folks. Yeah, no sniper here works on our first line. So why is this sort by team interest? So dumb. Yeah, Drouin, same. Okay, so yeah, there's no one else. Max Pacioretty, no. There's no way. No. Lehkonen. No, not doing Kessel. Gustav Nyquist. Yeah, there's no sniper here that works line 1 for sure. So we're going to be doing a trade, it looks like, which we do have the assets to trade. So that's done. Yeah, so that's who we were looking at replacing for line 1, I believe. There's no one else we were looking at replacing. Oh, a centerman to replace Wenberg, who is a... there's Wenberg. What was he? What was his player position? So playmaker. So we do have a couple high ones here. So Cahoon or Giroux. Cahoon could fit on line 1. Cahoon could fit on line 1. So I like Dominic Cahoon. Claude Giroux would be sweet, but he is old. But he doesn't fit, so thank God. Kerfoot or Galchenyuk. Kerfoot does not. Galchenyuk does not. So far, Dominic Cahoon seems to be the man, or we just bring back Wenberg, who only wants a 1-year deal, which could work out until we can find maybe someone in next year's offseason. Jeff Carter, no, not even make an attempt at him. Yeah, it kind of looks like we're reaching for our boy Wenberg again, and then we'll revisit next offseason. Yeah. So we're going to make the offer to Wenberg. 1 year at, see if we can get him at least to $8 million. That's fine. We'll pay the guy for 1 year, get him back on the team. And other than that, so the sniper will have to look at a trade. So we'll look at that in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below. Hit the like button and make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. I will see you guys right back here next time for the NHL GM Mode commentary series with the Seattle Kraken, and right back here on the Armchair GMs Sports Network.